Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, Ghana's jealousy and hatred of the Nigerian person and the Nigerian space, and indeed the country called Nigeria, is not anything that is news to anybody that is Nigerian or even anybody anywhere else in the world. So if you go to any society in the world and they are aware of Nigerians and Ghanaians, the first thing that strikes them is this visceral hatred that the Ghanaian has for the Nigerian. So we've always wondered, and you still wonder, why this hatred is there, especially from the Nigerian point of view, because we don't especially see why that hatred should be there. So Ghana is like a junior brother to Nigeria. Of course, Nigeria is the largest economy in Africa. Nigeria is the largest black population on the planet. Nigeria is the most recognized African country, and Nigeria is the most potent African country. Nigerians are the most creative, the most educated, the best looking, the best movie industry, the best film industry, the best so Nigerians, they are essentially the public face of black Africa, and the voice that Black Africa is going to speak to the world is the Nigerian voice. So this is a generally accepted view, and this is a globally accepted view as well. So this annoying little gnawing noise, this yap yap that you hear from the from the boys' quarters effectively, is really something that continues to befuddle the Nigerian person. We don't really have an understanding of it because we're not in contention in contention rather with Ghana for anything at all, by my reckoning and by the reckoning of every other Nigerian. Nigeria is not in contention with Ghana for anything. We're not vying for the same space in any manner. We're confident, we're assertive, we're hardworking, and we trust in ourselves to make good of whatever situation in whichever place that we find ourselves. And we only look to ourselves to find that good within ourselves. And this is the Nigerian person that I'm talking about. So we don't look to the outside to really find that good within ourselves, because we know that we have the physicality to contend physically, we have the cranial functioning to contend intellectually, and we have the confidence of being, and we have the richness of background, and we have all of the roundings of the makeup to put ourselves forward as Nigerians. So this is really what we predicate upon. But this now little, when you start to hear a noise in the background, and that noise, you ignore it, but it continues to gnaw and gnaw and gnaw to the point that that gnawing sound, even though it is not really fully an annoyance yet, it is certainly not making itself firmly an irritation. So that irritation really that we're getting from Ghanaians now is something that we're looking to address in this video. Is rather like having that annoying little brother that wants to follow you everywhere. So we have this Nollywood industry. The Ghanaians, of course, cannot compete because they don't have the creativity, and we're not even talking about money now or anything, because of course we're wealthier than them. We're like America to them in terms of wealth, but we're not even talking about money now. We're just talking about raw creativity, the imagination of your mind to create something artistically that is so beautiful and compelling that will draw attention and wonder. This is something that you find within the Nigerian space, and you find it within the Nigerian space because it is innate within the Nigerian person. So the Ghanaians will come and make all these blue, 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 and blah, 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 and scream and shout in that their actual voice, their Kwesi manner that they talk. So they come and talk in their Kwesi language, but then of course, then you go to their quarters to say, okay, what are you doing? And there's really nothing there. They don't have a television station. I mean, they don't. Of course, they have television stations, but they don't have an entertainment industry that produces anything. So the diet of their television station is this Nigerian situation that they're so critical about. They have all of the things to make their own entertainment industry, of course, their own movie industry. They're a wealthy nation, they're a secure nation, they're a stable country, a well-governed country. They are one of the fastest growing countries, not just in Africa, but on the planet. And it's a safe and a secure place, to the point that people are moving from all over the world, white, black, and Chinese, whatever, to come and live in Ghana. So they have all of that. So they have everything to do it. So why are they not able to do it if they are so offended by the Nigerian by the Nigerian output? That is the question. This envy and jealousy that is innate within these people is fundamental to their being. That they say it doesn't take more than a penny to buy a guitar and drums, so they can create their music industry, and there's nothing stopping them. They have the wealth, they have the population. So why don't you create that your music industry? If you put out a banging tune today, the whole of Nigeria will take it, because we enjoy good music irrespective of where it comes from. And this is what I said in my intro, that the Nigerian person is comfortable within his being, and what is best is what he enjoys. So if you are able to produce something that is good enough, then produce it, rather than being offended. Even the Cameroonians now are saying they want to ban Nigerian music. This hatred and envy is so innate within these people that is now starting to jar the senses a little bit. An annoying little irritant is what it remains. Of course, not a big problem. Ghana can never be a big problem for Nigeria, but Nigeria will always be a big problem for Ghana, because of course we have taken space now and built a mansion in their head. So the Nigerian person and the Nigerian experience and the Nigerian idea has taken full residence in the mind of the average Ghanaian, that it just jars them physically and viscerally, to the point that they almost want to kill when they hear the Nigerian voice, or the confidence and the assertion, and then the Nigerian says it, and then you argue back, but then what the Nigerian said is what happens to be the case, happens to be right. It just jars and eats into them in some manner. So these people, they have that within them, and the reasons why they have that within them, I don't really understand. Their own Kwame Nkrumah, who is their lead name, the only person that anybody knows in that country, the school that he went in, Lincoln, was it Lincoln College? Was it in America or something? The person that signed the shorty, I think, was Nnamdi Azikiwe. So it was even Nnamdi Azikiwe that trained the person that built that country. Nnamdi Azikiwe, our own son of the soil, one of our first sons in Nigeria, was the one that trained the person that built Ghana. Go and check your history, Mr. Ghana man, and know that it was Nigeria that trained the brain that built your country. So your country, by extension, is a sub-colony of Nigeria, and if care is not taken, we can just easily take charge of that country with immediate effect. Is it our fault that you don't know how to play football, and then you see the Super Eagles, and then your heart is subsumed with envy, and then you see the splendor of the Nigerian space, and your heart is subsumed with envy? We even introduce you to food, to try and see that they say good food is the beginnings of a good person. So we introduce you to cooking, and we say this is jollof rice, and you can't even cook it properly. Not only can you not cook it properly, you are trying to claim ownership of it. It is just the envy of it is just something that's so visceral within these people that it jars the senses. So the annoyance that is the Ghanaian now is the thing now that we need to address now. 200 and odd million population is the size of Nigeria. I think Ghana is about 60 million or so, but 250 billion is the weight of Nigeria, and the weight of Ghana is -2. Nigeria is a colossus. We're colossal people. We're godlike people. We're celestial beings. So don't even have the consideration of bringing yourself into contention within a space that you cannot rather even negotiate your part to. Never then mind being able to occupy any space within that space. Nigerians are contenders. There are only two people on this planet that the Nigerian is competing against for space, and those two people are the Jewish and the Chinese. And the reasons why these two people are the people that Nigerians are contending with, is because the world is trying to sell us the idea that these people have superior minds and they have super brains largely. And we're talking about Jewish people and Chinese people. But then, of course, the Nigerian person will have you have it that his brain is superior to any other being. If you look at the computing system that everybody is using now, that they're saying, oh, we're all on the internet. The internet was actually created with a Nigerian structure, because if you look at the Ifa divination, the Ogbe and the Oyetu, you know that the Ogbe and the Oyetu are two and one singular lines in binary sequences. So this is the harbinger of the understanding of that binary reasoning that is the harbinger for the computing system. So just go and look at any IFA video. The divination is in 8 bits, and those 8 bits are the strands are Oyeku and Ogbe. So and it's counterweight as well. So I mean, it's a complex one, and I shall do a separate video on Ifa divination, because of course there's a lot of learning to be learned from that, so that people can have that understanding that even the computing system now, that is the next revolution to come out of the world in the last 500 years or so, is predicated on the Yoruba Ifa system. So this Ghanaian nonsense now has to stop. And that jollof rice, by the way, we were going to give it to them and say, if it's food that you need, go and claim that you created jollof rice. It doesn't really stop anything. It doesn't stop Wole Soyinka from being the Nobel laureate. Wole Soyinka being the Nobel laureate is nothing to do with the size of Nigeria. Wole Soyinka is one person, and of course it is that innate creativity, that super brain that we speak to, that made him a Nobel laureate. Madam Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, the first female and first black person to become the president of world finance, of world trade, is an Igbo woman. It is not from the 200 million. It's that brain. Do you see? Do you understand? It is that brain, that confidence. That is the thing. It is nothing to do with jollof rice and Ajwa shouting and Kwesi chanting and all that Ajwa Kwesi noise now that we're hearing from the Ghanaian quarters. It now has to come to an end to the Adwa behavior, and this is a direct now video rather message to the Ghanaians. Come share thought about all this with me in the comment section, but before you come into the comment section to engage, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. Bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Click on like as well, because that helps with the YouTube algorithm. An aggressive one, this one, and a lot of you have not really heard me do this kind of videos before, but I've been seeing a lot of especially there's a couple of Ghanaian videos that I've been watching now, especially some Ghanaian guy that he really loves Nigeria, and he does a lot of positive videos about Nigeria, 10 things that Nigerians do well, this, that, and the other Nigerians. So it's just a tiny little channel. A lot of you won't know it. I don't think he even has 10,000 subs. But if you see the level of attack, you know, that this guy gets from his fellow Ghanaians, you know, it just jars the senses. So now this now has to be addressed, and I am seeking to address it now. And if it doesn't stop, we will simply send somebody from just a few just 2 battalions from Ojo Cantonment to go and take over Ghana, and it becomes like a Nigerian protectorate. So if we need to put them under protectorate ship in order to civilize them, then we need to do that. But that gnawing noise, that irritating noise that we're hearing from Ghana is starting to reach that point where it's almost starting to get bothersome. We can never, of course, be bothered by Ghanaians, but now we need to slap them down swiftly and sharply. Now, come administer the beat down to Ghanaians in the comment section, or come show support to them if you're a Ghana lover. So whatever your take is, come let's hear all about it in the comment section. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section, but here I say peace.